I believe I've discovered the simple truth and the method behind healthy fat loss, and I'll do my best to explain it in this short video. But I've already made a video. It's about 30 minutes long. It's a long video, but it's a great video, I think. And I just went back and watched it a little bit just to make sure that I wasn't misleading people. This was a video I made about a year ago when I was just theorizing about all this stuff. I had prayed to God a lot for him to reveal to me all the simple truths and things I needed to know in order to have success in a body recomposition and transformation. So what I've done is I've gained like functional strength through squatting, and then through bench pressing, then through deadlifting, overhead pressing. It was a progression where in each of these lifts I took a few months to first to learn how to do the weight or how to do the movement, and then to increase the weight. But I was squatting for about a year before I decided to, I guess a little bit less than a year before I decided to do bench press, and then moved on to deadlifts. But in this process of getting stronger, I was also eating more. I wasn't perfect, but I did, I guess, enough where my body was able to gain a sufficient amount of muscle mass. And then just this year at New Year's, it was basically the time to switch, and then I started getting into more of a calorie deficit, which, not gonna lie, the calorie deficit thing is kind of a myth, but it's hard to explain in just this quick video. But just for the sake of simplicity, I guess, I bulked, I got stronger, I gained weight, and I put on muscle mass. And then as soon as that was done, I started going into a calorie deficit, and my body now is starting to shed the fat mass. And I'm sure I'm losing a little bit of strength gains as well, not just because I'm not saying the muscle is diminishing, but a lot of lifting revolves around having a stable base, and I guess the less mass you have on your body, the less you slightly lose a little bit of stability and force production. But that's just, I guess, theoretical again. That's kind of just how I understand it in my mind. But what's amazing to me is how even a year ago, before I really knew anything, God had told me enough about exercise and nutrition and fitness that I was able to make a plan preemptively without having actually seen any of the results. I just kind of believed that they would happen, and everything happened the way that God told me it would happen. And that's just the most incredible way that I guess you can see God's hand, is by asking him for advice and implementing that advice when you get it, and then seeing the results. And when those results are exactly what he said, like for example in the Bible, when a prophecy is fulfilled and it's fulfilled exactly how the Bible said it would be fulfilled, it's just an amazing experience. You're reading about it, you're like, wow, God knows so much. It can also apply to your personal life if you really want him to help you. So I was able to make this bodily transformation, I guess, put on a lot more muscle mass, which my body became denser, I guess, and in that condensing process, sorry if it's loud, my roommates are watching a movie in the living room, but in that process I gained a lot more muscle tissue. My joints, ligaments, and bones probably densened as well, and that put me at about 305 by the end of last year. And then now it's been a month and a half, I guess. Yeah, or almost 2 months now, and I'm down 15 pounds from that point, but I still feel strong and I still feel healthy, but I just have less weight on me. So it's a good feeling, and I think within the next month I'll be down of a total of maybe 25 pounds. And it's a consistent weight loss. And honestly, I could be doing better even. So it's just a great feeling. But I want anyone who's interested in learning more about what I have to say to go look in my playlist, go to the Deep Thoughts section, and then scroll down. You'll see the thumbnail, the picture is of a syringe or a needle or whatever. That was kind of just a joke because the video is called The Key to Dieting, and it was kind of like a needle. But that's just to grab the attention, and also the thumbnails makes it easy to recognize. Go watch that video as much as you want. There's different, I guess, gems hidden in there. So if you want to only watch a few minutes at the beginning, you'll learn something. If you want to watch in the middle or in the end, wherever you go, you'll find something that's valuable. And even if it's not 100% correct, it'll be enough to spark your own thoughts, and you can figure out for yourself what you think the truth is. So this is how I'm ending my workout. This is a great exercise, by the way, that I've been implementing for my shoulder and upper back strength. The overhead static hold. It's really been giving me a lot of great benefits, and it's improving my posture as well. It's actually pretty interesting. I just think that a lot of times we tend to complicate things, and simply put, our body is biomechanic, and I guess biomechanical. It has a function and a purpose. And if you utilize the body's function and purpose, you'll get results, because that's just naturally what your body is meant to do. It's programmed to do that. So the more that you use your biomechanical functions, the greater results you'll see. rather than just doing all the bodybuilding and that little isolation things. Those are just supplementary to what you should. The main focus should always be strength and functional strength. So I'm gonna shut up now, because that was just the point of the video, was for me to point out my progress for you guys. I'm officially down 15, but like on a light day, I'm weighing 20 pounds less than when I started. But I'll just say 15 for the record, because it's a little bit easier to underestimate. That way you get surprised by better results. But go watch that video like I told you. Any questions, comments, or anything, leave them in the comment section. I'll get back to you. I really appreciate and love you guys. Anyone who watches my videos, really appreciate the support. And I hope that we'll make it someday soon. I shouldn't say someday. Sometime soon we'll make it. We'll start having lots of major success. And we'll bring glory to God's name. And that's all I have to say.